Let's get it. Well, like I always say, good afternoon, good evening, possibly good morning, no matter where you are. I'm your host, Jay, Wolfpack Performance Talk Podcast, and the home of F1 Minute, the hottest live talk show on the planet. I hope you all saw what I saw. All right, first I'm going to give credit to the podium finishers. Congratulations, doing what you did. We will be spending for the $25 or $50 gift card. Freak Dogs Flair was the winner of our kind of free practice kickback quality / trivia game. So we will be spending to see how much cash, how much Wolf Pack bucks he's going to get. $25 or $50. Nobody's landed on that 50 yet. I'm hoping he lands on 50 so I can damn send out a $50 gift card. Like, nothing's better than sending out $50 to somebody. $25 is good, but $50 is better. You know what I'm saying? Also, we are going to also present the new VIP member of the Wolfpack family. We do have another new VIP member again this week. Last week, it was Freak Dogs Flair, also collecting a Visa gift card and a VIP box. This week, we got a new member. Also, anybody with a green badge, if you do not yet have your Wolfpack shirts, you need to contact me in the Discord and get them. So let's get into this race. Let's get into this a little bit, because I'm going to tell you something. Red Bull are not slick. They're not slick with what they did. All right, we're going to get into that, of course. All right, so let's go ahead and flow through this, because I'm also feeling like the Miami GP made a couple of changes that I think kind of dulled their race. I think it dulled their race. At the end of the day, they opened up a little bit, turns 14, 15, 16, which is one of my favorite sections that offered the drivers a bit more of a challenge last season. They opened that area up to be a little bit more kind to the drivers. I agree with the reduction in the curb. Like, that curb was a bit much, but I don't agree with the way they opened it up. And another thing they did, they shortened up the DRS range. That also impacted the race that we saw today. Okay, so I think they did themselves a disservice as an organization who probably should have just went ahead and resurfaced their track and made the changes to the actual circuit that they had, all right? Big shout out to Paul Kozlowski. Hey, man, you need to stay in the live, bro. You need to make sure you stay in the live. So as it sits right here, let's go ahead and let's check some things out. Let's go ahead and let's talk about some things, okay? Paul says it feels unbelievable to set fastest laps on 40-some-odd lap old hard tires, right? It does feel. But even so, that's not where the dagger in the back came from with Red Bull to Perez. The dagger in the back came with a much more divisive, low-scheme, lizard snake plan is what they did. Mary Beanie, they lied to Checo, and his engineer told him lies. I'm trying to tell you, the inside job was masterful. Like, I've seen a lot of assassinations in history, in world history. And this one, like, was Caesar-esque. This was a stab in the back from Red Bull, I believe, how they ployed certain things. So, going into it, I got to say, Racer Reem says Checo getting treated like a foster child. That's big facts. But don't forget, do not forget what Kenny B said. At the end of the day, no matter how bad or how unfortunate we feel or how lack of character we feel Red Bull conduct themselves, we know this about Red Bull. Perez knew before he signed that extension. He should have got way more money in the bag if he was going to be under this type of tension. Big shot for real, Racer Reem. He screwed that up. I got to give credit, though, for Miami. They showed Formula One how we, as a United States sports-loving spectator viewership, like to bring in our athletes. That introduction was like second to none that we've probably ever seen at any GP. Like, that was real, like, sports class. Like, we bringing y'all in. Like, we finna hype this thing. They did that. They did hype it up. The entire weekend for the Miami GP was lavish. It was extraordinary for regular general admissions. Miami GP have placed things in and strategized that entire layout that even if you have general admission tickets, you are able to experience this Grand Prix with full embodiment. Blue Diva says Perez's team told him that Max was lifting and coasting, so he was told to do the same. Thankfully, Perez saw the live timing screen and decided to fight. And we're going to talk about that too. Big shout out to Blue Diva. Listen, y'all got to stop with these excuses for Red Bull. Just call it what it is. Red Bull are underhanded, and they will eat each other like snakes in a pit. You know why they don't like putting rats and hamsters together in one tank at your local pet store? Because rats and hamsters don't do well in the same environment closed in. And that's what Red Bull are. Rats and snakes. And Perez is getting chewed up in there from what we saw today. Okay? I'm going to tell you about what I saw. And a lot of people not going to like it. Cool. You let me know you don't like it. You say all this. I know what I saw. I know really how things should have went. Ray Sareem says, good day, Wolfpack fam. Good day to you too, brother. How you doing? Baraka says, to be real, Max was overall a better driver today compared to Checo. Checo fumbled it in his second stint. Even if Checo fumbled it and Max had a good drive, Red Bull know what they are supposed to do when you have drivers in certain positions, how you are supposed to deploy certain strategies to preserve those positions, and allow the drivers to sort it out. You don't get into it as a team and swap your drivers. So, Baraka, even with that being said, Red Bull did something that definitely flipped that. Max had an awesome drive. Perez didn't screw up that much that would have changed that. And I'm going to go into why that is. Checo didn't fumble it up to lose his position. Red Bull employed something that cost Checo a position, and it favored Max. They favored Max even to the max. Freak Dogs Flair says, I hope that intros are the same for Texas and Vegas. Listen, Vegas intros should be crazy. Vegas intros should be crazy. If it's not crazy, but I'm also going to tell you, hey, it's always bigger in Texas, okay? So ain't no telling what Texas might do this time around, seeing what Miami did. But Vegas should be ridiculously dumb. Their first GP in Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. All the stuff that goes down in Vegas, Area 51 in Vegas, like, come on now. Hangover, movie, Ployd in Vegas. Vegas better be stupid. Spider R35 says, even the commentators were trying to say Red Bull Racing is screwing Checo with no radio communication, saying Max is lifting and coasting so Checo can. It's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. All right. So let's go ahead. Give Perez props off the start. He did a good job fending off Alonso. Les 0430 says, Red Bull always sound dry on Checo's radio. They are so obvious. And it is obvious. It is very obvious. The communication. Listen, I'm going to get into it. Les, you exactly right. You are exactly right. They did screw him. But that's okay. I'm telling you, it's going to be what it's going to be, y'all. I'm not taking anything away from Max's drive. I'm also not going to take anything away from Perez because I don't care what anybody say. Where did Perez fumble up bad enough where you think that changed? The team made a decision. Christian Horner made a decision. Mr. Chatty Patty, like none other today, made a decision and he made it work. Max did what he was supposed to do in that plan so that they could keep it in place by doing an awesome job extending his drive on track with those hard tires. I'm not taking any type of credit away from Max's ability and what he did on the tires he did. Also credit to Lewis Hamilton for taking those tires out as long as he did, okay? Both he and Russell in subpar machinery. Credit to Alonso, okay, because we can go ahead and look at this right quick. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and look at it. Let's take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. Let's look at this real quick. All right, so we got right here, we got Max, Perez, Alonso, Russell, congratulations to the top five, and Sainz with another 5-second penalty. Sainz with another 5-second penalty, but Sainz earned this one. Before Sainz didn't earn that 5-second penalty, nor did he earn those 2 points on his license. I think that they were unjustly given if you did not criticize or penalize the other two drivers. But today, in today's race at Miami in 2023, on the 7th day of May, 2 days after Cinco de Mayo, hey, Carlos earned that penalty speeding in pit lane. 5 seconds, bro. And I don't even know if they're going to hit him with a fine. They might hit him with a fine, too. The 5-second penalty might kill Carlos' spirit. Hamilton definitely fighting back, coming all the way from 13th after he pitted to come up there in 6th and collect a bit more points instead of in 10th. And we don't need to even say it any longer, do we? Do we need to say anything else about Nick DeVries? Do we need to say anything else about Nick DeVries? Do we need to say something about that? Bro is underperforming like hell. By the way, Nick DeVries, good shout out, boy. You got some abs on you. I like that. You know, you got them abs on you. I like good physical people doing they work and they workouts. You keep doing the workout, but what you need to do is get your butt in a simulator and start doing some type of work, or go see it. You might need to go. DeVries might actually need to go to counseling for real. He might need to go to counseling. I'll talk about that on another show. But anyway, lap 1, Nick decides that he is going to pay Lando the same respect that Logan Sargent paid him by running up the back of Lando, causing a collision, and that caused him to sink like a catfish egg weight to the bottom of the damn grid. This is what I'm saying. Nick DeVries is not doing what a lot of us may have anticipated that he should be doing. X-Trax 38. Checo should have started on the hard tire and still would have been faster than Alonso. He was screwed for sure. I'm telling you. It was a Checo screwing it. Checo got assassinated today in the Miami GP. Checo's drive. Let me not say Checo. They be like, oh, Checo did. No, Checo's race, his drive got assassinated today by his own team. Jay London, let's hope Red Bull will be dethroned soon. It's going to take a lot to do that. It's going to take a lot to dethrone Red Bull because of the RB19. Do you see the closing pace of that car? Do you see what these drivers are able? They basically are fighting each other on track. But the only thing is, Red Bull will do what they can anytime they have the chance to tie a hand behind Perez's back so that it is not a fair fight against Max. That is what they will do. They did an awesome job today. Hey, credit to Red Bull. When you can be that slithery of a snake like you went to the house of Slytherin from Harry Potter, you are a magician at screwing people. You are magic. You are Walla Magic future settings at screwing people. Good job, Red Bull. Freak Dogs Flair. Mercedes drivers did well splitting the Ferraris. They did do a good job. They did. You know, they staggered them. Ferrari, that doesn't say a lot for Ferrari, though. Although Ferrari bringing updates, it would seem like they having a rough time. It's a big fight right there for who's going to be that third team. Aston Martin coming back with Alonso to get on podium again is definitely something, but there's something to be said right there with Stroll falling back all the way to 12th, unable to even touch that top 5 position. Alonso up there, listen, Alonso's so high right now. Alonso is so high. Bro is so high right now off of finally being back, able to step on podium. It's not funny. Big shout out to my little one, collecting her first podium wins, or first podium, not wins, her first podiums this weekend at the kart races. Feature 1, she got 3rd. Feature 2, she got 2nd. So big shout out to my little one. All right, I'm really proud of her. She stuck in there, and we found out that definitely the motor was not built right. So we right from the track, we had a builder take the engine, and they got it at the shop working on it. So I'm doing my job as a crew chief and a sponsor and everything, trying to make sure her machinery and everything is up to par. What my builder happened to be there to track, they weren't the ones that built that engine initially, and he realized right off the bat it's not running right. We got to get her straight. So they took the engine right from after the race, after she got done the award ceremony, and they took it back to the lab. So we're going to be doing that. So big shout out to her. I'm really proud of her. And also what we got going on with that. Freak Dogs Flair, Mercedes, let's see who else we got right here. I know Will about to have something dicey to say. Will about to go crazy. Will I Am says, hey, big shout out. Did you make that feature with Lil Wayne, that Formula song, bro? That might have been Will. LeVar Burton is the GOAT. Oh, look at him, of Reading Rainbow. You facts. You realize that? Yes, I am going to hear it from you about Sargent today. Laugh out loud. Imola care package incoming. Yeah, you know you going to hear something from me today, bro. Matter of fact, me and Will got a battle right now. We got 2 rookies. Will got Logan Sargent. I got Oscar Piastri. Hey, right now, Pia doing his thing right there. Hey, man, as long as he right there, I'm good with it, baby. We going to see who the best rookie at the end of the season is, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So big shout out to Will for that super chat on that. Jay London says, Red Bull is well-rounded. That's 2.2 stop shish. Hey, Red Bull is listen, I've already said that several times. Red Bull is a well-rounded team for real. They are. They are well-rounded. They got, I said it takes 3 components, and really it's a triangle, okay? You got to have a team, you got to have the machine, you got to have the driver, all right? They got the team that will do anything. The only problem with Red Bull is it's a problem and it's not a problem. For them, it works, and for Max, it works. But it's underhanded what they done. I don't believe Mercedes would have done that. I don't think they would have, and if so, I don't think they would have done that as much as how they ran that today with Perez being out front. I'm going to say that if Max and Perez were flipped at the time when Perez had the lead, I guarantee you would not have saw the strategy that you saw employed today. I promise you that. I promise you that. And if it's so, have Red Bull prove me wrong when we have that situation. Show me where Red Bull have proved me wrong when we have that situation in later races. Spider R35 says Lewis was the real driver of the day with an amazing drive, and there's no way Checo and Max have the same car. Checo could never come back from ninth. Yo, Spider R35 getting his bag. What y'all got to say about that? What you got to say about that? Matter of fact, I'm finna put a poll in the chat. I'm finna put a poll in the chat right now. Let's see. Because I think so. I think so. You think they're going to keep compressing him? I think so. Let me see. Galactic is Merc about to be the second team. Aston Martin is falling off. Hey, I gotta see. I gotta wait a little bit longer for that. I do. I gotta wait a little bit longer to see if Aston Martin's really falling off. But for real, to see both drivers in that section, Galacticus doesn't have a bad point. Those two drivers are widely split at Aston Martin. They are. Even with Mercedes still being that tight, able to split the Ferraris at the end of the race does say something. It does say something. It says they're at least on the right track. It's just that these updates are not going to be as exponential as you think. So Mercedes also have a problem on their hands because Aston Martin still has a little bit of an up leg of development on Mercedes, I believe. Ferrari is still developing, and Charles is starting to lose my confidence in my take on the fact that it might be a make or break season for Ferrari versus him, but I'll get into that in a later show. I will get into that on a later live, trust me. Derwin Hill says no yellow flags, no red flags, not even a virtual safety car, clean race today. I said this as much, and I think, like I said, we don't necessarily want yellow flags. We don't necessarily want red flags. We don't want accidents, but I told you all, I think the Miami organizers did an unjust service to themselves by changing those turns and also shortening up the DRS rank. I think they did that. I think they dulled their own race. So, hey, credit to them for, kind of making your race less challenging. Freak Dogs Flair. Alonso came third, but Stroll came 12th. What the hell? I feel you, Freak Dogs. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, what's up with that? But I would be fair to say this, though. With that big of a gap, and come on, let's be real. Lance is Lawrence's son. He's not finna do anything to cripple him. I think that's just driver ability right there. That AMR 23 is a nice machine. I think that's just driver ability. And Alonso's high and drunk off being on podium, giving Stroll compliments as he's through the race. Why? Because he's up front. So he's going to do that. But, yeah, I think that's just driver ability split right there. So I need to wait till the next race to see kind of where Aston Martin sit in perspective to Red Bull, not Red Bull, but Red Bull's at the top. They gone. Mercedes and Ferrari. Dave says, Max, full race awareness from pitch, Checo, nothing. Hey, thank you. The chatty pattiness with Max was crazy. It shows you where their marbles are. Where their gonads are. If you were ever going to kick Red Bull in the gonads, it would be kicking Max in the chin. If you kick Max in the chin, it would be like kicking that bull in the balls. That's just for real. That's where their nuts are. They're on Max's chin, and that's where they're going to stay. I'm just telling you like that. The guy PD says, your daughter is a driver of the day. Salute. Big shout out. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. We working and we're learning. Somebody also... credit. I just keep it real. Hey, everybody that's a member, you have the ability to know a little bit more information about that. Salute to you all with all the extra things. But the guy, I really do appreciate that, bro. Thanks for those positive wishes. Everybody doesn't do that all the time. And I always appreciate when people are positive versus negative, especially when it's something that close. So appreciate you. You do. What's up? I'm personally hurt how Checo got screwed to help Max, and F1 TV commentary make me sick. Y'all do say he threw up today watching that race. He didn't. It wasn't a race. He threw up today by what he saw Red Bull pull. I can't blame you, bro. Paul Stay with me, bro. Stay with me. Paul Koloski says, Hill is so right. Those conditions, flag, safety car, virtual safety car, only seem to happen when it's convenient to help Red Bull. Paul in his bag right now. Who got something to say about that? 85% of you already said yes. They're going to compress Checo. Let me ask you all this. Poll in the chat. Vote on it. Don't dance on it. I'm going to ask you. I'll ask them. I ask you, poll in the chat, vote on it, don't dance on it. Or you could do both, like Free Dogs Flair says. I got another super chat. Let me make sure I don't miss it. Who else we got right here? I see you. X-Trax 38. Basically, Lance is being exposed. That's a fact. Hey, I said that Lance is not a I don't want to say he's not a good driver. If you're in Formula One, you're a good driver. But amongst your class of other Formula One drivers, Lance is not a good driver. He's not. The AMR 23, the implementation of the AMR 23 this season is what helped Lance and also helped Alonso. Let's just be fair, because up until this season, commentators have not been jocking Alonso or smelling his farts until now. All these comments they got to say about Alonso, why wasn't they saying them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years ago? Why weren't they saying it since then? They haven't been that hard on Alonso. This is what having a good machine can do for you. It brings you into being relevant. The only thing Alonso did to keep himself relevant was always keeping Lewis Hamilton in his mouth. That's all he did. That's what he tried to do, always keeping Lewis Hamilton. If anybody needs to stay relevant, say something about Lewis Hamilton. That'll get you on front page or something somewhere. Yeah, it did for Dylan Brooks, got him on the front page and got his ass fired. You say something about LeBron James if you want to be relevant, and then you fail to show it up and back it up, yeah, it's what's going to happen. Extract, you right. Galacticus, Aston Martin 102 points, Mercedes 96 points. Merc will be second. Hey, we'll see at the end of the season, definitely. We'll see at the end of the season. That's not a large gap. You are exactly correct. Galactic is right. That's not a large gap. So we will see what happens with that. Other super chat, let me see. Well, y'all on y'all bag today. Akondu, we knew they was gonna screw Checo. They started him on the medium, bringing him smooth. There you go. Thank you. Hey, Akondo, you going exactly where I'm about to go with this situation and how quiet on his radio. It's so damn obvious it's not even funny. It's so obvious it's not even funny. People got to find a way to stop trying to make other people believe that this is just a figment of imagination. It's not a figment of imagination. These are real things happening. And if it seems like it's such a coincidence, it's really not a coincidence. If it's happening time over and time over again after a certain situation, is that really coincidence? Or is that a pattern that's being established and exposed and people are understanding what's going on? I think so. So then lap 3, it was very funny to me. Let's see. 083 says, do you seriously think Red Bull and Ford will have championship winning engine right out the box in 26? Absolute hell no. I already told y'all this, and I agree with 083. I told y'all this. In 26, when they bring that Ford power unit on deck, I will be surprised, one, if it's actually a Ford power unit built by Ford and not overbadged. 2, if it is actually a Ford power unit built by Ford and not overbadged, it will not be successful in my opinion. It will not be successful in my opinion. Right there and then, 2026 will be the era where you'll see if Red Bull stumble or if they're that superior that they will overcome having a new power unit supplier and the missing of the MGUH. You're going to see. All right, because those things can massively affect a team's campaign, okay? Calvin Martin, they set up Checo to feed Max ego. Karma is a B. It's coming. It's on a circle track. You ain't lying about that. Karma's on a circle track like these tires I'm about to put in the super chat, and I ain't even trying to rhyme like that. Not even trying to rhyme like that. That's just real talk. So then it's just funny to me that the commentators were talking about K-Mag for giving Max a bit of a challenge, right? Oh, it's not his race. He shouldn't be doing that. He don't need to race against Max. That's not his race. But what were y'all saying last season when Lewis Hamilton was being held up by two Haas cars utilizing DRS? Was that it really wasn't their race, but y'all was loving it. Y'all was loving it. But today, K-Mag giving Max a little bit of a challenge, and y'all like, oh, it's not your race. Don't race against Max. Y'all got to stop trying to put this boy on training wheels. He's a good driver. Max, let him go out there with his ego. Listen, and Naomi Chef, listen, last time I checked, I don't think that you was Max Verstappen's PR team. If they're talking about Max on any given time during the weekend, they can talk about it. Don't try to cut somebody off by saying, oh, we're not talking about yesterday. Yes, we are. We talking about the whole Grand Prix weekend. What you talking about, Naomi? If they want to mention Max and about the fact that a situation between him and George Russell, what you worried about trying to cut it off for? That's not your job. That's not your job. You looked real suspect when you did that. You did look real suspect when you did that, sis. I'm just trying to keep it real with you. She looks suspect. What are you talking about? We're not talking about yesterday. That's what y'all do during the whole GP weekend. You talk about free practice. You talk about the sprint. You talk about going into the race. You talk about qualifying. All that shit happened the day before. So what you mean we don't talk about yesterday? Yes, you do. So don't look funny like that. Naomi, check yourself with that, sis, for real. Don't do that. Don't be on a PR team that you ain't getting a check for the PR dream. Just trying to keep it honest with you. Keep it a buck. Andretti trying hard for 2025. That would be epic. I hope that Andretti could come in 2025. Really, I'm trying to tell you, AlphaTauri need to be up for sale. They need to be up for sale like the Geico commercial. If it's in the yard, it's for sale. AlphaTauri need to be put in the yard for sale. Let Andretti get in there and show Haas what it is to be an American team in Formula One and what happens when a real, true American team through and through comes to the U.S., or we going to light it up. Up until this point, we ain't seen commercials with Haas. Haas has to do better. I said it. Racer Ream, Mercedes 6 points behind Aston for second in Constructors. Lance ain't helping. No, he not helping that campaign. That's a fact. And Galacticus, with that point being said, yeah, if Lance continues on his path, yeah, that you right. You right about Mercedes getting second, because usually Russell, Hamilton, Russell, they not far from each other. Jose, what's up? Buck Dollar. I lost my, it's Buck Dollar's Kodo! What's up, Buck? Did you get your shirt, bro? I sent you your shirt. What's up, Jose Delgado? He back in the building. Hey, I'm going to make sure, bro, that I change your name. Matter of fact, let me make that mention. Change your name on the matrix for tracking super chats. I'm going to change your name to Jose Delgado. All right, I got you, so we can keep your points rolling, bro, and just keep track of what you do, man. Big shout out to Buck Dollar Puto, one of the first. I think Buck Dollars might have been the first VIP member. If not him, it was Messiker. They are OGs of the channel. It's really great to see you back in here, bro. Big shout out to you. Blue Diva, seeing Red Bull team actually celebrating said it all. I'm trying to tell you, it did say it all. It said plenty. It said plenty. But listen, right now it's time for us to spin that wheel. Let me read Galactus. Naomi is not at Miami. Where did you hear? No, it was at the last race. It was at Azerbaijan when she did that. And last I seen some pictures, I think she was in Miami with some of the pictures I seen her taking. I mean, unless she took them pictures before Miami with Lewis Hamilton and whoever else was in Miami, I think she said that. But I'm saying she wasn't commentating. I'm talking about back in Baku is when this situation took place. Will I Am. Red Bull Racing, Renault 2007 to 2013, then fell off with 2014 engine reg change. Red Bull Racing, Honda 2019 to 2025, incoming decline with the 2026 engine reg changes. I said this. Thank you, Will. Will, thank you, brother. I'm telling y'all, watch and see. I did a video on it. I told y'all, watch and see. And if they overcome that, I'm going to give them kudos. If you overcome engine reg changes and a new power unit supplier, Adrian Newey, you boss, bro. You a boss. All right, so right here, let's go ahead and get into it. We are about to go ahead and spin the wheel. We're about to spin this wheel for our bro Freak Dogs Flair for getting that trivia quality games right during the free practice / qualifying. When we spin this wheel, Freak Dogs Flair will get a $25 or a $50 gift card in Visa cash money. He can spend it anywhere he wants. Send out to him compliments of Wolfpack performance. I'm about to click this wheel. We're about to see what happens. Let's go. Come on, baby. $50. 50, 50, 50. Come on, 50, 50, 50. Is it? Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. $50. $50. He got the cash. Somebody finally got $50 damn dollars. Freak Dogs Flair is going to have a $50 Visa gift card sent out to him. Hey, I don't play these games. Ask Freak Dogs Flair. Ask Will if they don't get their money. $50 goes out to the bro, Freak Dogs Flair, for winning kickback quality trivia. I be trying to tell y'all, why y'all don't show up to the live quality watches at Wolfpack? Show me another platform where you go watch a live watch for qualifying and they giving you money. They having games to give you money. You not finding that. Sending you out Visa gift cards for just playing a game. You ain't paying no money. Come on now. Y'all tripping with me. Wolfpack the hottest in this Formula One thing. Forget that. I'm the hottest and the coldest thing in the Formula One streets. I'm telling you right now. And a big part of that is because of my community and my family members. That's why. Because my community is lit. My family members are lit. My subscribers are lit. Y'all make this platform what it is. That's why. People hate it because y'all that great. Y'all are that great, for real. So let me see. This Cat Rock says Naomi is Red Bull PR, but Lewis got her in the door. Big facts. And it would seem sometimes she forgets that. Big facts. Big facts on that. Let me see what we got. Paul Kozlowski says, congratulations. Hey, Paul, that's some stand-up shit right there. For Paul to congratulate his fam on getting that money. That's stand-up. That's why I'm telling you, my community lit, man. Everybody else ain't with it. My community with that play. Play around if you want to. Freak Dogs Flair, congratulations. I got the note right here. I'm going to put it on my iPhone so I do not forget. We still got a VIP member that we are going to present. All right, so then lap 9. Lap 8, we got Russell Max 2.0 mirror match about to go on, but no fireworks this time between Max and Russell. Fortunately for Max, because he might have had a heart attack. No, Automate Teddy! What a snooze fest. In all 8 years of Mercedes dominance, you still had some classic races. Wake me up in 2026, Nall says. Big shout out to you, Queen. You know that. Strong pillar of the community here at Wolfpack. Good, big shout out to you. Also, lap 9, Russell Radio's issue with brakes. Now, this is also what I find funny. Hamilton, checking on his wing, had a little bit of a brush, says he thinks something's wrong with the car. Immediately, the commentator's like, oh, it's all mentally, like he mentally weak or something. Like, oh, he's just sunk in his feelings. Russell radio about his tires, and they buy it 100%. Like, okay, so Russell ain't sunk in his feelings? Like, come on. Like, y'all got to stop that. You never know what kind of impact can affect these cars. These cars sometimes in certain situations aren't as strong as other cars in these other eras. They do have their strong points, but sometimes you're like, damn, that messed up that car. And the floor fence area is definitely one of those points, and the front wing has definitely been one of those. So yeah, y'all need to chill out on that. Xtrax38 says, absolutely the best platform. Thank you, brother. Hey, Uno, Karen was singing more praises and less on Checo. Heck yeah, he was. Heck yeah, he was. That's what Karen do. That's what Karen Horner does, y'all. That's what he does. Lap 15, Max to second from 9th. That is a credit, big shout out also to Adrian Newey for building a car that can do that on track. Like, to watch listen, I've seen the RB19 even the RB18 in person. It just, you can see the speed. Like the eye test, like visually watching that car come down the straight, you can just tell it's stronger than the other cars. The RB19 is only a better version of that. It is. And when you saw that much, when Max ran up on Alonso, just the closing speed was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, straight up. It was straight up ridiculous. But that's credit to Adrian Newey for development and engineering. And honestly, I'm excited. Don't kill me when I say this. I am excited to see what Adrian Newey does for the RB20. I want to know what's going to happen. Like, can they continue this? Can he continue this? Can other teams never get to the point where they actually catch up as far as development? Is Adrian Newey that far ahead? Plus, they extended that man. They not going to let Adrian Newey go. Adrian Newey, before he go, we'll find out that he disappeared. And what's going to happen is the news is going to come out that Red Bull Racing offered him a contract another time, and he said he was done. And they said, no, you're not going anywhere. If you're not with us, you're not with anybody. And they're going to pull a situation, misery loves company. They're going to put a block of wood between his ankles, break his ankles, chain him up in the bedroom, feed him applesauce for the rest of his life, and only give him pencil and paper so he can draw on it. They never going to let Adrian Newey go. That's what's going. Adrian, you got to get away. Have you ever seen, I'm going to tell you a movie, Adrian Newey, you better watch Misery Love Company or get out. You better get out while you can. Blue Diva says Lewis is still P4 in the championship. Yeah, shout out for that. Shout out for that. Even though Lewis is still P4, there's some things to be said about some things that need to be said about. I'll say that. Okay, so then lap 17. This is where things to me start kind of turning right here, right? Now, lap 19, Lewis Hamilton finally up to 6, finally got out of there. Everybody, I probably feel like everybody thought Lewis Hamilton was going to be outside of the top 10. And I'm pretty sure that would have made a lot of people's day. All right, but Lewis Hamilton did an extremely great job on those tires, just as Max did on his. Both of those drivers taking those hard tires to the absolute brink is credit to the drivers able to manage a race while also trying to make a position. Straight up facts and credit for that. Like, you can't take that away from somebody. Like, that's just hard facts. Like, when you're watching, although we're going to get into the whole scheme of Red Bull, which I'm going to get into, is still credits for that. How about seeing LL Cool J doing driver intros, something new? I know, right? For real, like, that is something new. The rapper turned R&B lover who made a lot of money off that, but you got killed by cannabis. LL Cool J, cannabis killed you in that rap battle. The only thing that saved you was marketing, and the big machine and major labels saved you. Cannabis murdered you lyrically, bro. Cannabis could have ended your career had you not had all the women in high heels on your team and the major label backing. Cannabis came out and you did actually LL Cool J did some real Red Bull type situation in hip hop. Let me tell you what LL Cool J did. LL Cool J, this is that 4-3-2-1 that had Redman, Method Man, LL, I think it was it Silk the Shocker or Master P, and then it was Cannabis. Like, all of them was on a track together. I think DMX was in there too. LL Cool J got all in his feelings like Max when Cannabis really tried to give him props. And the funny thing is, Cannabis contacted him before he got the tattoo. And by the way, Cannabis' tattoo was way harder than LL Cool J's tattoo. But what LL did was he went in the studio. They all did a song together. LL went in after the song was done and then did a secret verse and put it out when the main song came out, dissing Cannabis. Cannabis came back with that Mike Tyson and murdered LL Cool J. The only thing that sold and helped LL Cool J was women, being fans, and the major label. But for real, we all know, real people in hip-hop know, LL, you lost that battle. That was real Red Bullish by you. So then lap 21, Perez pits, 2.2 on hards, all this. Listen, screw all this. Screw all this crap. I'm finna get to this point that I want to make, because this crap is horrible what happened. By the way, we got a new VIP member. I'm about to announce them right now. So the way this works, super chats get converted into points. Don't ask me what they are. Okay, when your name kicks up, I will send you and announce you on this show, just like I'm about to announce this person. Let's congratulate them, because when it's your time and your name goes yellow and I get ready to announce your VIP box, I'm going to ask them to be here to congratulate you. Paul Kozlowski is our new VIP winner. You will be getting a VIP box, bro. I'm going to load it up with goodies. Congratulations, Paul. A big-time supporter of the channel, always consistently here. Even if he's not here, he's always worried about being late. Paul is our latest VIP member. Get with me, bro. Make sure you send me your shipping address, your name in the Discord. Don't put it in the suit. Don't put it in the live chat. Don't do that, because we got some weirdos that be watching our channel. Get with me in the Discord. I'm going to send you out your VIP box. This VIP box is for Paul. Big shout out to you, bro. So there we go. We spun for our gift card. We got our VIP member. Now let's get to these shenanigans. People, let's keep it real. Keep it a buck. Keep it 100. Red Bull is sus. They are sus, and they suck for what they did to Perez. And I'm going to talk about it. I had plans today. I had big plans today, and I couldn't do them because Red Bull was as snakish as they were. Racer Reem, congrats to Paul. Big shout out. Let me tell y'all something. When you have a driver in first place who earned it on merit and has earned it like they did, as a team, you do not interfere with that. X-Tracks, big shout out to Paul. Paul, that's my bro. Congratulations. Love to the fam. That's what I love. See, that's my family. That's the Wolfpack family. That's why y'all can never get me in my feelings enough when y'all come here with y'all hate in the comments, in the live chat, because I got a family that's behind me that don't play no games about positive motivation and affirmations. For real, screw y'all. I'm telling you, screw y'all haters. I use y'all like biofuel, straight up. Blue Diva, massive congratulations to our fan Paul. Shout out to y'all. Don't forget Purple Sectors merch below. You can get your shirts and your Purple Sectors collection hats. And don't forget, we also got the new coffee mugs. Ain't nothing like having good black coffee or coffee with creamer or espresso or macchiatos or lattes and a Purple Sectors lifestyle coffee cup. Get one. Trust me, your coffee going to be way better. You know what they say? Always bet on black. All right, don't play with that. So listen. What should have happened, what would have happened if Max Verstappen was in Perez's position and Perez was in Max's position, they would have pulled Max in, they would have pulled Perez in first. Awesome, I'm so excited. I'm literally in tears. Mary was right. Thank you for this channel. Listen, I try to tell people all the time, y'all don't think that I pay attention to y'all super chats. Y'all don't think that I pay attention and notice the people that consistently always share the channel, comments, live chats, super chats. Yes, I do. And listen, show me what other platform where you show up and you do the things that you do to support that platform and they find a way to give back to you. Show me that. I bet you gonna count them on one hand. Show me another platform in the Formula One space where when you contribute and you show up and show love on race days, on lives, that they giving back to you. Paul, you earn that box, bro. I keep track. I pay attention to all that. Trust me. I'm telling you right now, we already got a new VIP member that's going to be announced at the next GP. Show me that. You don't pay for shipping. You don't pay for nothing. And show me another channel that's sending out y'all shirts. Come on, I love my family members. I appreciate everything y'all do. I'm grateful for what y'all do. And I ain't no way I can sit back and not do something for y'all when, in fact, y'all being here and supporting me does something for me. It motivates me. It keeps me in a positive space, and it keeps me loving to make content just to be here and commune with y'all. For real. That's priceless. This cat rocks. Checo is #1 in the #2 business. Ooh, that was some bars right there. X-Tracks. Oh, bless you, Paul. The fam is awesome. Straight up facts. So listen, they should have. What was supposed to happen was, it don't matter. Max, we're pitting you first. Whatever tires you want, we're going to give them to you, but you're pitting first. Because we're going to let Checo go ahead, build up that damn undertake, right? And that undercut, the undercut. So when we pit him, he'll come back out in his same position. Red Bull knew damn well what they did when they bought Perez out on mediums and they saw Max on hard. They knew what they was going to do. They let Max, and credit to Max for making those tires last because he played a big part in that plan. They pitted Max at the last moment that they could, at the point where even when we pit Checo, he's going to be on older tires. And then when we pit Max, we're going to try. Max, just build up that undercut. Build it up. That's what they should have been doing with Checo. Paul says, thank you, guys and gals. Everyone here is the best. You the best, bro. And we not like DJ Khaled because he shitted on my bro Ace Hood. So I ain't with Khaled. I ain't with that. You the best, not we the best. You the best. For real. Ace Hood had that fire. DJ Khaled, you crapped on your bro. Just another floor to take. All right, big shout out to Trick Daddy too, and Flow Rider, and damn Pitbull, and who else? Oh yeah, you can't forget about 5-4 boys. So big shout out to you, Racer Ream. Big shout out to Luke too, Skywalker. Get it. Max Racer Ream says Max with another faulty championship. Listen, they knew what they was doing. They pitted Checo. All right, they shouldn't have pitted Perez. It don't matter. Max should have been the one to get pitted first. Period. We're not, as a team, going to do anything to change your all positions. Max, you earned where you are. Perez has earned where he is. We're going to pit you first, Max. Give you whatever tires you want. You can have whatever tires you want, but we're pitting you first. We're going to let Perez build up that undercut so that when we pull him in the pit, he's going to come back out in front of you like he should. From that point on, it is what it is. We're going to let it be what it is, but that's not what Red Bull did. Red Bull played the favorite game. They played the favorite game, and they favored Max, and they crapped all over Perez. They pitted Perez first, pulling him out of first, let Max get in position, and they let Max run it out. And like I said, credit to Max for running it all the way out because he did his job keeping those tires in. But come on now. What they did, they knew what they was doing with strategy. And did you hear all the chatty patty? Yeah, Perez is this and that, and this Max, this is where we at. Hey, what is that? What is all this misinformation and then extra information for one driver but not the other? That's not the first time we've seen this either. Perez called him out for real one time. That was very underhandedly and horrible to see. Red Bull, Perez did not mess up a race in order to lose first place. You screwed it up for him. There's no way you should have pitted Perez first. I don't care. I don't care. As a team with a driver in that position, you know you should have pitted Max first, gave him whatever tires he wanted, like I said. Let Perez build his undercut because he's in first and he earned it. We're not going to do anything to compromise one of our drivers that is in first place. And that's what you did. You compromised Perez to favor Max Verstappen. That's what you did. But that's what Red Bull does. Uno, Red Bull so sneaky. Paul, huge congrats, VIP. Nadir Patel, what's going on? What's up, bro? Big shout out for the super sticker. That's what they did. And I don't care. Nobody can't sell it on nothing different. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. They crapped on Perez. They did what they wanted to do. And many of us knew this was going to happen. You thought it was going to happen with the car. That would have been too obvious. They try to do it a way sneakier way. Exactly what they should have done. And nobody can tell me that that's different. You pit Max first, and then you pit Perez. You don't pull the driver out like that. You don't do it. You don't. Straight up facts. You don't do it unless it's just something real big happening. For argument's sakes, for Checo, it's hard to have a counter strategy to Max when the other side of the garage can hear everything you say. Hey, that's true too. That's true too, but I tell you what else is true. Christian Horner, is he the engineer? Is Christian the engineer? Because I'm telling you, he be all in the sauce for real. He be in the sauce for real. Christian love him some Max. You know what? Like Skip Bayless, he got a picture of Max Verstappen on his nightstand, and I know his wife be like, that's so weird. Like, why you sleeping with Max Verstappen halfway and then halfway with me? It's like Skip Bayless with a picture of Zeke Elliott on his nightstand. Although I wonder, is Zeke Elliott still on your nightstand, Skip? Because you be suspect too on your takes, by the way, bro. So, yes, that's what happened. Red Bull did their thing. They did. But, I mean, they still see, people can't understand that I can talk about different ways and compartmentalizing this, but still give credit to Red Bull for what they do as a team. Although I don't appreciate what they do as far as the integrity of the team. But, hey, they doing what they got to do to win, but they crapping on their driver and lifting up one. And I'm going to tell you like this. It's going to be really, let me tell you what's affording Red Bull the availability to do what they're doing. Because right now, Red Bull are the strongest team on the grid, period. You might not like it, but it's facts. They the strongest team on the grid. Max Verstappen is a very good driver. Very good. Very good. Very good. But you can't tell me Lewis Hamilton wouldn't be doing that or better in the RB19. Please stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't lie in here like that. Don't lie anywhere like that. Like, you look crazy if you want to say that. It's just ridiculous. RB19 is fast. It's going to be interesting what you're going to be asking for from Checo, when other teams like Aston Martin, Ferrari, and Mercedes become hella competitive with your pace. It is going to be very interesting to see if you're going to be willing to take those chances to just ball chin your driver in those situations. I want to see if y'all keep the same energy. I want to see if Red Bull Racing keep the same energy when they got Aston Martin, Mercedes, or Ferrari raiding their damn guts. When they right in there just boxing them up. I want to see if Red Bull going to keep that same energy. Are they going to be like, oh, Checo, we need you, Checo? Because didn't they call on Checo before, didn't they? They needed Checo, right? When things was real ugly for Max, they needed Checo. When things not ugly for Max, they're like, we do whatever we want with Checo. Checo, you better pay attention, bro. You better pay attention, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Brody. Watch your back. Checo, you should have a convex mirror on everything that you go around. Have a convex mirror in your hallway of your home. Have a convex mirror in the motorhome of Red Bull Racing. Have a convex mirror in your car, because at all times, Karen Horner is going to have the knives in your back for his boy and his son and his boy lover, Max Verstappen. I'm trying to tell you, he love him some Max. He love him some Max, bro. He going to come for you if you come for that. That's his dog. I'm trying to tell you, that is his dog. He's not going to play no games like that. That's his man crush. Max Verstappen is Karen Horner's man crush. Straight up facts. No, Automate Teddy says it's true. Red Bull will always prioritize Max, but he is a much more complete driver with incredible consistency. Facts. True. Checo's craft is limited to certain tracks, but it still leaves a bad taste. No, thank you. And you know what's funny? Nah will give a take like that and still it'll be a delusional hater that's so damn damn crazed and toxic that will still attack that. Although she told the truth, she gave credit to Max, she gave her opinion on Checo, and you still won't give credit because you that so far stuck up the large and small intestines of Max Verstappen that you can't see beyond the brown stuff. You got to stop that, all right? You beyond brown nosing, you neck deep in it, all right? Yadu Walker says they knew even the softs lasted was a fraud. Max is overrated. I will say this. Max can be overrated at times. That's true. He can. They can be overrated on Max at times, like for real, honestly. But Max is a hell of a driver, though. He is. Max Verstappen is a hell of a driver. Although, like all the great he's not great yet. He's not. He's not great yet. He's nearing it. I'm gonna tell you like that. He's nearing it. But but listen, this is what I got to say. Max Verstappen. Not everybody. Let me not exaggerate like that. A lot of people want to get in my comment section and be like, oh, Lewis Hamilton wasn't nothing without the fastest car. So tell me this. When did Max Verstappen start winning championships? Just answer that question. Was it before or after the RB18? I mean, because you're not counting 2021, right? Because 2021 was a scandal. So was it before or after that Max was convincingly winning championships that Red Bull was deemed the fastest car on the grid? You sound stupid. You sound stupid when you say that. Because if you answer that question honestly, you're going to be like, well, you're going to sound like the Jordan argument. Well, what was he doing 6 seasons ago? Not winning championships. Okay, so next. So when did he start winning championships again? Oh, okay. When they got the fastest car. Okay, shut up. Shut up. Like everybody. Jordan 6-6 back-to-back. Yeah, but Jordan was getting bounced like 5-6 years before that. Like Jordan was getting bounced out the playoffs. Like he was getting bounced. Like 15 seasons, 6 seasons. So what does that mean? Like that was like, well, I mean, AC, what was he doing? Getting bounced, not making the playoffs, not going to the championship game. Yeah, that's what Jordan was doing. So yeah. So when was Max Verstappen winning championships again? Oh, when he got the fastest car. Okay, so touche on that. I just want to keep it real with y'all. Same energy. Just trying to, hey, I mean, that's what we doing, right? We're not trying to be fake here, right? We keeping it real. That's what we supposed to do. We supposed to keep it real. So anyway, if you were with us earlier in the week, if you're not, sometimes early in the week before Grand Prix Sunday, maybe on Saturday after quality, sometimes we do an update video. We come talk about random topics that are going on into that week. We'll go over the updates, show the photos, show the diagrams on where some of those updates exist, especially if it's some interest in that. But the most important thing is what's going to happen tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow, Wolfpack? F1 Minutes happening tomorrow. The hottest live show on the planet. You dumb? You don't know no better? You don't know no good? If you have not come to F1 Minute and given your opinion, something wrong with you. I set that show up just for y'all to have a platform and the ability to come out and let your voices be heard, to let your takes be heard. It don't matter if you agree with me or not. The live call is open for you. All you do is come in, click the link, come into the studio, come in on a live call, and have some fun. Have a debate, have a counter argument. Just keep it respectful because at the end of the day, I do hold the button and I will drop you off somewhere. I'll drop you off. It won't be like a regular Uber or a Lyft drop off. It's going to be like one of those Inspector Gadget car drop offs where I punch a button and the hole drops in the drop and I just run you over on the way back and then you off. You know what I'm saying? So just remember to, keep the right energy, but have your counter argument. No problem. Disagree with me. That's cool too. But just be respectful because I've seen a lot of people in the chat say some crazy things and then they come on F1 Minute and they really tamed. That tell me a lot. I'm glad you came in tamed. I'm glad you know your place. I'm glad you know better than to come on here acting stupid with me face to face. But hey, it might happen one day. Hey, and I'll welcome it. Trust that. I'll welcome it for sure. So big shout out to you all joining us for finale lap, race highlights after the GP race, talking about many things that are going on. But tomorrow we are going to have different segments. Possibly some of the segments will include what's going on or what happened this weekend and maybe things that are coming in the next weekend. But either way it goes, you want to take advantage of getting your F1 Minute 60 seconds on live television with me so that you can give your take, give your debate, or maybe you're in agreement with something or you want to bring something new to information for us to also debate on. It is going to be live tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are going to go live and we are going to go off. So please make sure to hit that like button. Almost 2,000 people have been through here. Nobody's hit that like. I'm just about to put a poll in the chat and ask you if you thought this race was boring. Let me see if you thought the Miami GP was boring. So I want to know what y'all think. Was the Miami GP boring. That is the final poll as we are going to exit this show. Once again, for another lap, I look forward to joining y'all or you joining me tomorrow for F1 Minute. Will I Am says F1 Minute is growing every week. Everyone shows up and has a great time. What topics will we cover? Tune in and find out. You thought Will was going to tell you. Psych. Will said you got to show up to the show for you to find out what those topics going to be. Big shout out, Will, always coming with some great takes. Now, I know Will is going to be in his bag in the next quality kickback trivia because Will is trying to defend his title right now. Free Dogs Flair is challenging that. Will was the 3-time back-to-back winner, collecting $75 worth of cold hard Wolfpack cash. Freak Dogs Flair is now equaling that because he has a $50 gift card now, collecting that cash, totaling $75 now. These two are going to be awesome to see if they both compete in the same trivia games. Will is fast and he's accurate. Freak Dogs Flair has been known to come from the back, not having any points and just supersede everybody that's competing and win. You can also win. Show up for kickback quality. I post the live link. Come in. Don't forget, join us tomorrow, F1 Minute live TV show, 8:30 Standard Eastern Time here on the Wolfpack Performance Channel, podcast, performance talk, and F1 Minute, the hottest live TV show on the planet for Formula One content. I'm out of here. Peace and love. Y'all be safe. Peace.